Welcome, fellow seekers of truth, to an intriguing dialogue that has echoed within the hallowed halls of philosophy and spirituality for many a year. Which one to analyze first, God or science? Picture a serene setting where the highly respected sage Ramakrishna and his faithful disciple Bankim grapple with this eternal riddle. Ramakrishna said, "Janaka and sages like him worked in the world at the command of God. Some people think that God cannot be realized without the study of books and scriptures. They think that first of all, one should learn of this world and its creatures. That first of all, one should study science. They think that one cannot realize God without first understanding his creation. Which comes first, science or God? What do you say?" His devotee, Bankim, "I too think that we should first of all know about the different things of the world. How can we know of God without knowing something of this world? We should first learn from books." "Master, that's the one cry from all of you. But God comes first and then the creation. After attaining God, you can know everything else if it is necessary." Ramakrishna adds up on this as, if you can somehow get yourself introduced to Jadu Malik, then you will be able to learn, if you want to, the number of his houses and gardens, and the amount of his money invested in government securities. He himself will tell you all about them. But if you haven't met him, and if you stopped by his doorkeepers when you tried to enter his house, then how will you get the correct information about his houses, gardens, and government securities? When you know God, you know all else. But then you don't care to know small things. Here, Ramakrishna is clearly stating that we are always focusing on analyzing the physical world. That is, we are just trying to analyze God's innumerable fascinating possessions. Ramakrishna directly says that, how many can we analyze? Initially, we have analyzed solar system, Big Bang, gravity, then energy, black holes. Now quantum physics, and then the list will be endless as it's his infinite creation for our finite minds. This makes us wonder, how much can we really know? Ramakrishna suggests that true wisdom isn't about knowing everything about the world, but about connecting with something bigger than ourselves. Even he is stating as stopped by the doorkeepers, where these doorkeepers are nothing but our senses. As we have these limited senses, how can we perceive the unlimited? And so these senses aren't allowing us to go beyond them. By opening ourselves up to something beyond what we can see and touch, we might find a deeper kind of understanding. Ramakrishna hints that once we find this connection, our need to know the world might fade away, as everything is that one which is just manifested as many. Ramakrishna adds again as, the same is stated in Vedas. You talk about the virtues of a person as long as you haven't seen him, but no sooner does he appear before you than all such talk stops. You are beside yourself with joy simply to be with him. You feel overwhelmed by simply conversing with him. You don't talk about his virtues anymore. First realize God, then think of the creation and other things. Valmiki was given the name of Rama to repeat as his mantra, but was told at first to repeat Mara. Ma means God and Ra the world. First God and then the world. He further illustrates his argument with a powerful numerical metaphor. Placing a 1 before 50 zeros creates a substantial sum, but erase the 1 and you're left with nothing. This metaphor underscores his understanding that God, the One, is the source of all creation, the many. Finally, what he urges all of us is, first God, then his creatures and the world. Following this, we shall strive hard to place God as our highest priority and the world secondary. As we conclude our journey through the wisdom of Ramakrishna, let's remember the profound lesson he imparts. That true understanding transcends the limits of our senses and intellect. That is God first and the rest next. Join us as we continue to seek truth, wisdom, and inspiration together. Until next time, may your hearts be filled for the quest to find the ultimate.